Chapter 4. In the basement of Rosty's Speakeasy in downtown Chicago, just down the street from the Green Mill, Al Capone's favorite hangout, Mario Giovanni gathered his troops to recap the well-planned heist that went awry. The plan had been drilled into each participant. Each team of 3 was tasked with robbing their assigned bank and jumping into their getaway car at an exact, coordinated time. The police would be responding to 6 bank robberies simultaneously. The first car would go only a short distance when Spara Savino would drive up beside it, and the man with the duffel bag full of money would switch into Savino's car. A little further out, the next cars would then meet up with Savino at predetermined times and places, getting further out into the countryside in multiple directions as the plan advanced. Savino's car would end up with a man and a bag of money from each of the cars. Hence, it would end up with 6 men and 6 bags of money, plus Savino. Mr. Fontanilla, you were riding in the last car Savino was to meet up with, and you were to get in Savino's car with your bag and ride with him to the final depository. 9 of our men are dead, and 2 of our cars have been riddled with bullets. Your body was absent from the remains of this fiasco, and all the money is unaccounted for. Giovanni slobbered with anger. Can you enlighten me as to why you chose to deviate from our plan? When I was to transfer to Savino's car, the cops were on his tail, Fontanilla explained. Savino couldn't stop, but Mancini, in the back seat of Savino's car, had his window rolled down, so I threw my bag to Mancini as Savino's car sped by. If we had stopped, the cops would have had us right then and there. Then what did you do? Giovanni's eyes narrowed, glowering at Fontanilla. We drove in an irregular pattern, weaving through the streets until we ditched the cops, probably because they were tailing Savino. I told our driver, Musso, to let us out as we drove. He slowed enough that I could jump out and disappear. Then I heard the shooting start. I had left my machine gun in the car. I could offer them no help. I went into a bar where I knew the bartender would vouch for me as being there all morning, and I sat there for several hours. Giovanni nodded to his henchman standing near the desk where he was sitting. They closed the gap between themselves and Fontanilla. May I assume that since you happen to be the only survivor and all the money is missing, you may have something to do with that? Giovanni grumbled. How much did Capone pay you to botch our deal and end up with all the money? I work for you and only you, Mr. Giovanni. I just don't understand why all the money is gone and 9 men are dead, and you're still around, Fontanilla. Do you want to tell me where the money is? I told you the truth. Some cop probably ran off with the money. Why don't we see if we can find a cop car that's all shot up? And we'll probably find our man, Fontanilla insisted nervously. I gave you a chance to come clean, and I have no further patience with you. Take care of him, boys. 2 burly henchmen took Lucas Fontanilla to their car and drove him to a boat dock on Lake Michigan, where they boarded a Garwood Junior Flyer motorboat and cruised northeasterly. Fontanilla knew his fate and thought it futile to fight it. He spent this time as wisely as he thought he could. He prayed. An hour out, the Flyers stopped. The 2 henchmen revealed 4 coffee cans filled with concrete. A piece of chain protruded from each. They fastened a chain to each of Fontanilla's ankles and wrists and threw him overboard. What Fontanilla? One of the henchmen smiled. Never heard of him. The other grinned. They started the boat and turned back from whence they came.